Okay, let me talk about real quick what I did here. Well, first of all, you're looking at quite the mess, but I basically played a little German on German tank battle here because I'm statting out some weapons for Fistful of Lead, Bigger Battles, World War II. So I started kind of play testing some of the numbers, and then I also played it with Iron Cross from Great Escape Games, the same little scenario. It's not a scenario, I mean it is a scenario, but whatever. So I had Tiger, a Panther, and I always forget if that's a Jagd Tiger, I believe. I always forget what that's called. Little Panzer II, a Stug, an 88 here in the trees. I put a tree over it because I destroyed it. And a 4. Just real rough stats. In the first battle, so let's see who was against who here. So in the first battle, it was it was all the big tanks except for the Panther and the 4. So it was 3 against the 4, the gun, and the big boys, and the little guy. In the Fistful of Lead game, the 2 was knocked out by the 4, and these guys then all lost to these guys. I think some of the stats might have been a little harsh, and I was kind of a little bit of winging it there with that. And that went, let's see, I think that went 3 rounds of cards or 4. So in Fistful of Lead, Bigger Battles, you draw, each turn is run by cards. So these guys had 3 cards, these guys had 4, and then you just draw the cards. And you see who goes first based on suit and face. And then I played it with Iron Cross, and the opposite. And I put the 2 on this side, and then these guys won, only losing the 2 from the 88 across the table over here. Everything was knocked out on that. And Iron Cross went, let me think, that might have gone 3 turns as well. Iron Cross, remember, goes by token activation, so, and with a commander. So they went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because this was the commander, and then these guys went 1, 2, oh, I'm sorry, they had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this had 1, 2, 3. Whoops, yeah, I didn't realize you couldn't see that go down. Oh yeah, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because this was the commander. So 6 against 5. I mean, just 1 token doesn't really make a difference. But anyway, it's token activation. Remember, like when I want to activate him, I put a token on him. First one's free. He goes, does his thing. These guys can react. You have to roll a 3 to react. Put a token on it, pass or fail. And then if I want to activate this guy again, in this case, he has 1 token. I'd have to roll a 2 or higher. If I get it, I get it. You can keep adding, you can keep going, because a 6 always succeeds. And I got someone ringing the doorbell, so I will see you later. So, kind of wrap up here. So, like I said, the main thing was to test Fistful of Lead, Bigger Battles with some rules. I need to add the traits I want to put on the... So each of these will have some traits, like maybe an unreliable. But I didn't have those kind of... I have them written down or typed up in a spreadsheet, but I need to print it out so I can kind of just refer to it real quickly. To see how those traits do on things. And I did make a decision to change one of the traits I'd given the 88. And anyway, so I'm just trying out some different things for that, for those rules. For Bigger Battles was the main thing. And then I used Iron Cross just because I hadn't played it in a long time. And just wanted to kind of experience that again. And it's kind of more fleshed out, as far as the stats and all that. I got to say that it seemed... Both had different results. The flow of the Bigger Battles one with my stats the way I had written out just didn't feel right. I mean, they were just going... I mean, it's not a tank game, per se. It's, But... Anyway, it's kind of I want to make it... I'm trying to make it so it's feels a little bit more cartoony, like comic book. Like Sergeant Rock style or something like that. So, each thing would have kind of its own little stats or a cool little trait that makes it kind of stand out and be a little different than... you know, because really in bigger battles, it's meant to be, like I said, just kind of not real. It's not a simulate. It's not meant to be like, you know, I don't know what the right word is, but I want these two tanks to be a little different, right? And this one to be a little different. Just looking at the big boys there, and just like give them just a little trait. Of course, you know, this is the biggest gun the Germans, I think, put on a tank for the most part that was somewhat used. Anyway, blah blah blah. Just trying out, and it's been a while since I posted a video, so I thought I'd do that. I'll be kind of preoccupied for the next 3 weeks. Won't get any miniature gaming played in that time period. But anyway, it's fun to test it out, and I just need to get some more stuff written down on that so I can have some other people look it over and see what they think of my stats and all that. So testing out Bigger Battles World War II for Fistful of Lead, and then also just played a little Iron Cross, which was fun. I might do it again after I kind of work up a few more stats and try out some traits. Since these are my commanders, maybe give the commanders a trait or something. See if it feels a little differently. And yeah, okay, that's it. See ya.